All right, y'all, come on in. We're going to be reviewing one of these Boudoir Facebook ads today. One that caught my eye, see what's going good, see what's going not so good. Let's see, where's it at? All right, here, this one. We're going to be going through my standard, 10 most common mistakes boudoir photographers are making in their boudoir Facebook ads, which I've already used on other boudoir Facebook ads to fix them up. Basically, kind of after fixing them, retesting them, fixing the mistakes, on average, I was able to, 2 to 4x the amount of women coming through the ad, consuming the ad copy, consuming our full offer, becoming pre-qualified for the same ad spend. And the big thing we focus on here is obviously the hidden metric that basically everyone misses, unique CTR all. This is basically out of 100 women, how many out of 100 engage with the ad. Anything below 6 means our ad's gonna, go down the downward spiral of despair, which is, worse and worse results over time. So same ad spend, worse results over time. Whereas anything above 6 is a higher chance our ad actually gets better and better results over time. So same ad spend, better results over time. And we're going to be, talking about the mistakes that are causing the downward spiral of despair here in this video, and fix them to, get us into the upward spiral of awesomeness where our ads sustain and scale. All right, so coming back here. So when boudoir photographers are, been running ads a long time, one of the common things they're dealing with is ads burning out. Got to refresh creative because they're doing the same amount of ad spend and just for some reason they're getting worse and worse results over time. But they're used to it by now. But it still kind of makes them feel desperate. They got to refresh their creative. Don't really know why it's happening. Seems normal. Seems like everyone else is going through it. But kind of every ad they refresh with a new creative kind of just leads to the same thing ad eventually dying off. So they're feeling desperate, looking for a solution. Also, if they're using an agency and the agency is doing this stuff, you're like, man, I'm paying this agency a ton of money every month and doing the same amount of ad spend every month, and I'm just getting worse and worse results month after month. Like, why am I even paying these guys? They probably already gave me the best ads anyways that are already in my ad account to like basically keep me retained after the first monthly payment. So why do I need them anymore if they're just giving me worse and worse results over time? So in both these scenarios, these ads burn out, this is not normal. This actually means there's a deeper root cause problem, which we're going to go over the video today and our 10 mistakes we'll cover. And the deeper root cause problem is this. When our ads go to the first tranche of women and, kind of the initial results, conversions, and unique CTR all, this initial data, it actually feeds back into the meta ad algorithm. And if it's good, our ads go to tranche 2 women, which are higher quality prospects, which have a, they're higher quality meta profiles with a higher conversion rate off rip without our ad not even going to them yet, which gives us what? Better and better results for tranche 2, which means same ad spend, better results over time. That feeds back into the meta ad algorithm, and tranche 3, we get even going to better qualified prospects or better quality meta profiles, which again gives us same ad spend, even better results. So same ad spend, better results is actually the norm once all these mistakes are fixed. And when we see these mistakes, kind of these top 10 we'll talk about today, kind of the first tranche of women, we get some results, that come out, unique CTR conversion rate, stuff like that. And the meta ad algorithm sees is, that's not very good results. So tranche 2 women actually sends us to our lower quality meta profiles for, kind of second round that our ad goes out to, second tranche of women. But guess what? Off rip, those women convert at a lower rate because they're lower quality meta profiles. And so what does that give us? Worse results for tranche 2, which feeds back into the meta ad algorithm, and our ads go to a worse tranche 3 group. And now you can see how we've entered the downward spiral of despair. It just keeps getting worse and worse over time, whereas we want to flip it, fix all the mistakes, get into the upward spiral of awesomeness where we're kind of riding the jet stream the meta ad algorithm jet stream to go into better and better quality meta profiles over time with our same ad spend, because we got great initial data and metrics with our results. So that's what these mistakes we're going to talk about today, is getting fantastic initial metrics from our ads, which is, what I showed here at the beginning. An average 2 to 4x increase, doing really good. All right, so the first mistake is always that I look at out of 10 is, does it look like an ad? Does it look like an ad, yes or no? And so it's looking at the creative, and is there any text on it? If there is, yes, it looks like an ad. And here's why that's a mistake. It's because when it looks like an ad, lower probability that the women scrolling by are going to actually stop and consume it and read what we got. Because everyone's got, ad blindness, banner blindness, whatever. People don't want to be sold to. It's not an organic post, so people don't want to engage. And again, this goes into bad initial ad metrics, low conversion rates, off rip, out of, per 100 women, or however big the first tranche is that Meta decides. Feeds back into the Meta ad algorithm. Our ads go to worse quality Meta profiles. This for the second tranche, the second round of testing. So for tranche 2, same ad spend, worse, lower results, which feeds in again. And tranche 3, same ad spend, even lower results. So, all right, that's mistake 1. The second, or mistakes 2 through 5, so the next 4, get up here in the See More headline. This is the most important real estate, the See More headline, because 100 out of 100 women will be seeing this See More headline, and only an insanely good See More headline can get people to click the ... see more here to read the rest of the ad copy. But insanely good is like anything above 6%, like 6 to 9%. I've gotten 10, 11, 12, 14% unique CTRLs before. So that means, 14 out of 100 women are clicking to see more. Also, 14 out of 100 women are entering my retargeting audience. Instead of right now, the average is like 2 to 3% for all these Boudoir ads I'm seeing. So, see more headline. Got to have 4 specific attributes here. This is where 80% of ad spend is won or lost, because it's where 100% of women are seeing if we're speaking to them or not. All right, so first thing, we need to have a who. Who are we speaking to? What is a self-label the women have? Basically once the women read it, they say, oh my God, that's me. I got to scroll back up and see what the heck they're talking about. So, all right, Michigan ladies, yeah, awesome. There's a better way to write this, but good. We got a who of who the heck we're speaking to. So any Michigan ladies, they're going to be like, oh, that's me. Let me see what else they got in this first 1 or 2 sentences. So when we got the who, we're getting more women. Yes, when we get more specific, we actually have more women to engage, because Meta can find our tighter pockets of people at a better rate. And so get more specific women in, they're feeling like we're speaking to them. Higher chance they click see more, read our ad copy. Higher chance they click over and then convert. So better quality leads, better quality calls, higher conversion rate. And that feeds into the Meta ad algorithm. So from tranche 1, going to tranche 2 women, going to be higher quality Meta profiles off rip with a higher conversion rate off rip before they've ever seen our ad, which is going to result in even better results. So same ad spend, better results. And we're in the upward spiral of awesomeness. That's where we got to be. And so that gets us, same ad spend, better results over time. Our ads sustain and scale. Now, refreshing creative is not normal. It's a symptom of a deeper root cause issue, which we're going through right now. These 10 mistakes are the 10 root cause issues causing it. Or, the root cause mistakes, whatever we want to say. All right, the second thing we want to have in the See More headline up here is a negative experience that women in our city, or our state, in this case, Michigan, are saying that they want to get away from. They don't want to deal with this negative situation, this pain anymore. They want to get away from it. And our solution, our Boudoir photo shoot, is the bridge to get them that they can travel away from it to the other side of the river. It's the boat that they can hop on, travel to the other side of the river, get away from this negative experience. And we always, always, always lead with a negative. Here is why. So human psychology is wired to move from a pain or a negative experience back to normal, to actually take an action. Literally 100x the probability as a human will take an action to move from some neutral, no pain state, normal state, to take an action to get some gain, some pleasure, some, positive. So literally 100x difference in probability between the two. Move from pain to normal compared to normal to a positive. And we know this just by, think of us going to the dentist office. So we're going to the dentist office. All right, so I finish up my teeth cleaning. And then basically then we go to the front desk, we're paying, we're talking to the front desk secretary ladies. They're saying, hey, are you free 22 Wednesdays from now at 8 a.m.? And I'm like, dude, I literally have no clue, like literally no idea at all. But text me later, like closer to my next 6-month checkup, and I'll know my schedule then. So they put us in the auto text responder. They're texting us, month 3 we ignore it, month 4 we ignore it, month 5 we ignore it, and month 6 comes and goes, and we didn't get our 6-month teeth cleaning and checkup. Now, why is that? Well, we're busy running our business, momentum, flow state. We like our schedule as it is. We don't want to spend brain juice, to actually go branch off and schedule a dentist appointment, because the potential positive or potential gain of A, slightly cleaner teeth, and B, a little bit of peace of mind knowing we have no cavities. Those A and B, positives or gains, they're just not enough to break us out of our current schedule, kind of our current routine. They're just not. So we just keep on our current routine and do not strive to get those, positives or gains. So we continue on. Month 8, we get a text from the auto texter, ignore. Month 10, ignore. Month 12, ignore. Now, dude, we've missed 2 6-month teeth cleanings in a row. Literally 2 of them. And because of that, well, nothing has happened so far. But again, the potential positive of slightly cleaner teeth and peace of mind knowing we do not have any cavities, it's still not enough for us to overcome, our routine, our momentum, our normal schedule. Just, we're in no pain mode, normal homeostasis mode, and that gain or that positive is just not enough for us to take an action. All right, now comes the end of month 13. And at the end of month 13, we're eating breakfast, and man, we're feeling some pain with every bite on the lower right side back of our mouth. One of those molars back there. Pain with every bite. So finish our breakfast, go the rest of the morning to lunch, but man, the rest of the morning, our tooth is still throbbing, even though we're not chewing anything anymore, and our jaw's hurting. Okay, well, this is awful. Can't really deal with this, but let's just get to lunch. So we eat lunch, chewing on the left side of our mouth. Some food still goes over to the right side, but still more pain, even though we are chewing most of the food on the left side of our mouth. And we're like, all right, that's it. Like, this is killing me. I probably won't even be able to eat dinner. I'm probably not going to be able to sleep. I got to get this thing solved. So we call up our dentist, and we're talking to them, and we're like, what do you mean you can't get me in at 7 a.m. tomorrow? This thing's killing me. I got to get this solved. And they're like, well, we're booked out 3 weeks right now. So that's probably the earliest we can definitely get you in. We can put you on the cancellation list though. So if anyone, if anyone cancels, then we can call you up, although you're not first in the cancellation list. So that's kind of a toss up as well. And all right, I gotta get this solved. I cannot deal with this anymore. So we hang up and we call literally every single dentist office in the city. We're like, Can you get me in tomorrow morning? Can you get me in tomorrow morning? Can you get me in tomorrow morning? Finally, someone says, yes, we can get you in tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So like, yes, thank God. All right, barely slept, waking up, going to the dentist, 7 a.m. Boom, super cavity. Boom, they clean it out. Boom, they seal it. Put whatever that resin stuff is, the UV pen on top, harden the resin. Boom, out of the dentist. Boom, no more pain. Back to normal. We can eat like normal, chew food like normal, no pain at all. And yeah, dude. And we're finally like, yes, back to normal, no pain. I'll live in life to the fullest. So what's the difference between those two scenarios? We literally had 13 months, potential positive, 400 days to get a potential positive, go to the dentist, teeth cleaned, peace of mind, no, we had no cavities. We did not take it. We did not take an action. But dude, literally one day with pain, we're taking mega action. Yes, we're putting the dentist in the calendar. We're calling up all the dentists possible. Put the dentist in the calendar. Get this. Get me away from this pain. Get me out of this pain. Get me back to normal. So literally one day with pain takes us to take an action, or 400 days potential gain, potential positive for us to take an action. We can say in this example, it's literally 400x the rate, the probability that will take an action, go from negative to normal / no pain, compared to taking an action, or the probability of taking action and go from normal / no pain / homeostasis to some positive and some gain. So this is why we always lead with the negative. Okay, so do we have a negative here that our Michigan ladies are saying in their brain that they want to get away from, and our solution will help them get away from that? All right, let's see. Just to empower women, gifting, no. All right, we're missing a negative. So women scrolling, they're gonna feel like we're not speaking specifically to them, and less people reading our full ad copy become pre-qualified. People that would be a good fit are just scrolling by because they don't feel like we're fit, like speaking specifically to them. So we're getting kind of less qualified leads, less qualified sales calls, more ghosting, more tire kickers, more Groupon folks, lower quality leads, and less sales, less revenue from just tranche 1 women, which then feeds back into the meta ad algorithm to go to tranche 2 women, which off rip are going to be lower quality meta profiles with a lower conversion rate off rip, kind of baked in before ever even seeing our ad, which results in worse results tranche 2, feeding into the worse and worse results for tranche 3. Same ad spend, worse results, ads burning out, refresh creative. All right, third thing we would want to have in the See More headline is a positive. What do women get from using our solution? Do we have a positive? Empower women. We're giving. So look, gifting away luxury boudoir sessions to women. That's solution. Empower women. Says, are women in Michigan saying I want to be empowered? Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll give you that one. They're saying, are they saying in their head they want that? Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one. So good. We're basically, the positive is kind of what they get crossing the river on our bridge or on our boat. And sorry, so we have the positive, but we're missing the negative positive tension, which is, dang, I don't want that thing, but I also do want this other thing. And wow, they're talking about both. Okay, let me read more. Now we're missing the negative positive tension, but we do have the positive. So that's good. So we're gonna have more specific women coming through. Their subconscious registers the empower word. Oh, they come back up. All right, let me actually read what they're saying. I was scrolling fast. Let me come back up here. So good, higher chance they click see more, read the rest of the ad copy. Higher chance that they, basically a higher chance that they are a qualified lead, qualified book call, show up to the call, buy, higher sales, higher conversions, data fed back into the meta ad algorithm. We go to better quality meta profiles, our ad does, for tranche 2, which results in even better results. Same ad spend, even better results. Now we have entered the upward spiral of awesomeness. And there's only two places Boudoir Facebook ad can go. It's either the downward spiral of despair, which is, I think, I think every ad I've reviewed so far, their CTRL would be below 6%. Or we can go up to the, the upward spiral of awesomeness with our Boudoir Facebook ad. All right, the fourth and final thing we want to have in our See More headline is a hesitation / a roadblock. So people see our bridge or our boat, go from the negative side of the river to the positive side, leave the negative behind and get this other different positive that is, orthogonal to the negative. So unique, distinct from the negative. But there's something that they're saying in their brain that they're stopping from taking some other bridge or some other boat solution across, or, our, could be other solution, could be other boudoir photographers, or even our solution across the river, where maybe they're saying, oh, I don't want to do this, or I wish they had that, or maybe even they're incorrectly assuming they need to know or do something like know how to pose before they can ever book with us. But they're incorrectly assuming they have to, but we don't tell them they don't have to know how to pose. So we gotta and we do test to figure out what these things are, all these specific attributes, and the data tells us. So we're missing this hesitation / roadblock. So, we're missing what's really important now, the triangle of mental tension, the negative, the positive, the hesitation / roadblock, which will literally allow us to be the most specific ad that person has probably ever seen in their lifetime, unless someone else in our city is already working with me. But if we're the first, then we get that attention, we get that specificity. They're gonna be like, oh my God, dude, no one's ever spoken to me, gotten all these things right. I gotta click some more and read what the heck they got. So yeah, we're missing that. So less women click and see more, less women consuming our body copy, less women becoming pre-qualified, less quality leads, less quality bookings, less lower sales calls show up rate, lower conversion rate, lower sales, lower revenue, lower conversions from the tranche 1 women feeding back into the meta ad algorithm for tranche 2, which goes to lower quality meta profiles compared to tranche 1, which means we spend the same on ads for tranche 2, but we get worse results for tranche 2, which again puts us in the downward spiral of despair. It all starts with how does our ad start off? And all these mistakes are focused on starting us off great, gives us the highest probability to get into the upward spiral of awesomeness, where ads would then sustain and scale. Same ad spend, better results over time. All right, so those are the first 5 mistakes. Let's go to the next ones that can happen. The next 3 mistakes can happen in the ad body copy here. And we treat the See More headline, because dude, we pack so much context in here. Treat it as like hook 1, getting them to click See More. But the problem is they were just scrolling, then they just read like 1 or 2 sentences, got them to click See More. And now they get this huge wall of text, and their brain's like, dude, oh my God, how are we going to devour all this? So we need to actually have a hook 2 once they click ... see more, which you'll see in your Meta Ad Manager ad preview is up here, hiding the rest of the body copy. To actually give them a reason to keep reading. So what do we like to do for this hook 2? We want to be an authority hook. Literally, why should they listen to us? Why should they keep reading? Which is what I did at the beginning of this video, showing 2 to 4x increase in women consuming the ad copy, consuming the offer, becoming pre-qualified for the same ad spend. Unique CTRL always over 6%, between 6 to 9%. Just way better results than anyone else is getting. That was a why you should listen to me hook, an authority hook. So let's see what we got here. Actually, the ... see more, oh no, it would be here. ... see more, okay, so the rest of the ad copy, what do we got here? Oh my God, dude. First of all, before we go on, boost confidence, positive, it's gotta be in the See More headline. Self-esteem, boost of self-esteem, positive, gotta be in the See More headline. Positive mental health, we always So these are positives. We got to put these in the See More headline, but we have to test them, and we choose the best tested ones the data tells us. All right, keeping going on. So authority, let's see what we got. Okay, our transformative. So is our transformative language, is that an authority statement? No, that's not good enough. So I'm gonna have less women feeling that they should keep reading, just subconsciously. This does not happen consciously. Subconsciously, why should they keep reading? And yeah, dude, so we don't have that. So lower percentage of women reading through the full offer, becoming pre-qualified, lower quality leads, lower quality booking or sales call bookings, lower quality sales calls, lower show up rate, lower conversion rate, lower revenue, lower sales, lower conversions from tranche one. Feeds back into the meta ad algorithm. Ads go to worse, lower quality meta profiles off rip in tranche two, which basically guarantees we're going to have worse results from tranche two compared to tranche one. So same ad spend, worse results. Feeds into the meta ad algorithm for tranche three, gets even worse results. Ad burns out, same results, worse and worse results over time. Refresh creative, business plateau and starts to decline. All right, the second thing we need to have in the body copy is a story/narrative. This is our punch two. All right, so punch one up here, the See More headline with 4 specific attributes is our punch one. This is meeting them in the conversation they're having in their brain. I don't want this. I want to get away from this. And I do want this other thing. And I don't want to have to deal with this third thing. Oh, and they're speaking to me, the who, the self-label. Wow, they're really they're really in my brain right now. Then story/narrative here, somewhere here. It's like we are writing a movie script of their current situation, their current life situation. Like we have a third person camera recording them, kind of following them around, recording them. What are they doing? What's happening? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? That entire movie script, we've got to put that here. This is our chance to empathize, to say, yes, I understand what you're going through. Like I did at the beginning of this video, option one, boudoir photographer run their own ads. Ads worse and worse over time, feeling desperate, but they got to refresh creative. They don't know where to turn. Or option two, they're using ad agency, stress. They're paying these guys a ton of money every month, and they're spending the same on ads, but they're getting worse results. So they're thinking, why should I keep paying this person? They probably are giving me their best ads anyways. Empathize, movie scene. What are they thinking? What are they feeling? So, do we have any of that here? No. And we need this here. This is our punch two. And once we can get punch one, punch two, we get our 1-2 punch nailed down. Then we turn into a market of one. Literally, it's like all the other boudoir photographers vanish for the specific person we're talking to, because they're like, oh my God, they got what's going on in my brain, what I'm saying to myself, and they got what's going on in my life. No other boudoir photographer in our city has ever spoken to me as specifically. I need to go to these people. Higher conversion rates, higher ticket prices, higher sales, higher conversions if we can get this. Because guess what? When they interact even one click on the See More of our boudoir Facebook ad or any other boudoir Facebook ad in our city, guess what? They're getting hit with 20 ads, 20 boudoir Facebook ads that same day of all of our competitors because they signaled interest in one boudoir Facebook ad. Same thing happens vice versa. They click on our competitors' Facebook ad, literally just to see more. That's it. One tiny click to read the rest of the ad copy, or a like, or a comment, or whatever. They're getting hit with 20 boudoir Facebook ads the same day on Meta and Facebook and Meta, or Facebook and Instagram. Don't believe me? Go try it. Go click on some other boudoir Facebook ads you see from other competitors in your city. Guess what? Your feeds, literally that whole day, you're going to be seeing tons of boudoir Facebook ads. So we need to stand out and be specific, because none of our competitors are going to be specific. But everyone's general. Is everyone's business booming? No, because everyone's being general broad. And all the messages, probably half of them are copy pasted from each other. Okay, whatever. We got to be specific. So we are remembered. They'll see the others, but they'll be like, oh, not relevant to me, not relevant to me, not relevant to me. Ours will be sustainably the most relevant to them. And we can do this with as many kind of attributes, specific attributes as we want, and kind of just dominate the entire city. All right, so let's see. Now we're missing the narrative, yeah. So less qualified sales calls, less sales, less conversions. You know the drill. Downward spiral of despair. Same ad spend, worse results over time. Ad burns out, refresh creative. All right, the third and final thing, which most people get, is our ad always needs to have the full offer. The second purpose of our ad is to expose as many people to the offer as possible with context. And the first purpose of our ad is to provide the context for the offer. All right, let's see. Luxury transfers is for you. Oh, attention Michigan ladies. All right. Appreciate yourself. See yourself differently. Hey, those are positives. Go open the Seymour headline. All right, complimentary boudoir session, professional hair makeup, 1 hour creative portrait session. Expert posing direction for every body type. Okay. All right, yeah, you got your full offer here. Got a bunch of details. Sign up today. Okay. All right, so we're bringing women that click see more, which average boudoir Facebook ad, 2 to 3%, unique CTR all. You can check that in the back end meta ads. So only 2 to 3 women are clicking see more to read this. We got to get that up to between 6 to 9%. So it's like a 3x increase. Yeah, we got to get that up. So Irene become pre-qualified. This is perfect. We're going to have more women clicking through who are interested in what we have, and more of the wrong people sliding on by. Even though they did click see more, they didn't like what we had to say, they slide on by, which is perfect. We need both. This is a double bonus, double whammy of good to get rid of, well, we'll talk about why this is good in the next mistake number 9. But, all right, more qualified women coming through. Higher intent, higher quality leads, higher booking rate, higher sales conversion rate, higher revenue, higher ROAS, higher conversion rate, feeds back in the meta ad algorithm. Ad goes to higher quality prospects for tranche 2. We get even better results for the same ad spend in tranche 2. We have entered the upward spiral of awesomeness. Ad sustaining scales, scale the business. All right, final 2 mistakes can happen here below the ad creative. So below the ad creative, mistake number 9. This is actually a pretty intricate one. It is always a mistake to have any text below creative headline, description, or button below the creative. Here's why. There's 3 reasons. Reason number 1 is 5% of the reason for mistake number 9. Makes it look more like an ad. There are no organic posts, so this ties in with mistake number 1. There are no organic posts that have text below the image. If they're sharing a picture of their dog, there's no text below the image. There's no button. No, makes it look more like an ad. More women scroll by, less consumer ad, lower ad metrics. Reason number 2 for mistake number 9, which is 15% of mistake number 9, is when women are scrolling fast, they can always see more headline. They're scrolling fast, they see that. By the time they get here, their subconscious has actually registered the main quarter to 1/3 of the words or keyword phrases from up here. You might see Michigan ladies, maybe boudoir sessions, empower, maybe that's all they got. And when they get here, luxury boudoir session experience. Okay. So when they get here, if the words do not match exactly, it's going to instantly trigger the error detection network, where they say error, incongruent, not congruent with what I just read, confusion, keep scrolling. Now this one, luxury boudoir session experience, luxury, honestly, this one probably would not trigger the error detection network, luxury boudoir session experience. And you got luxury boudoir session right there. So that's okay. So this probably would not trigger the error detection network, but still ties in with reason 1 for mistake number 9, makes it look more like an ad. Sorry, that's reason 2. But all right, you matched the words, so that's good. And reason number 3 for mistake number 9, this is actually 80% of the reason. It's always a mistake to have stuff down here, is it enables women scrolling to click and go to our ad, go to the next page, before being forced to click ... see more and read through the ad copy and becoming pre-qualified and knowing if it is truly for them or not. Here's why that's a problem. Some of the pools that the data, that the meta ad algorithm pulls data from to decide who our ad should go to next is pool 1, who has converted on the ad. All right, that's always going to be, a small pool. But the dangerous pool is pool 2, which is who has clicked on the ad to go to the next page where the ad was relevant and interesting enough to click to go to the next page, where our ad wants them to go. And this pool is normally 10 to 50 times bigger than pool 1. So pool 2 is 10 to 50x bigger than pool 1. The problem is, if women are not becoming pre-qualified, they're just, whatever. Who knows what they're thinking? Maybe they're thinking this is a bra, they're selling bras e-commerce store. Who knows? They came by, clicked fast. They go, they're not qualified. They don't know what the heck's Boudoir. I don't need something like that. They leave. But their meta profile, those data points on their meta profile just got dumped into pool 2. That meta ad algorithm is going to pull from. And what does that do? That sends it's plugging in unqualified signals, unqualified data points, unqualified meta profiles into who our meta ad algorithm is trying to find. So we're literally telling the meta algorithm, go find more people with these unqualified data points on their profile. Yes, please get more of them because we got them to click over because we mistakenly had stuff below our ad creative. And so this is 80% of the reason why mistake number 9. And so yeah, all this stuff feeds into lower ad metrics, lower initial ad results, which leads to our ads going to worse qualified clients or meta profiles over time. Just off rip. And then literally ads going to worse and worse people over time, ad dies out, refresh creative. All right, mistake number 10 is the objective. Now, I don't know what objective you're using, so I'll give you half this mistake. But let's see, looking at this button, fb.me, yeah. So this is going to be a lead form. And so leads objective, again, I don't know what objective you're using, but the most, basically the most common ad objective that boudoir photographers are using is leads objective. Here's why that is always, always, always a mistake. So when we do choose our objective, Meta takes our city and pulls out a 6% slice of our city. Basically the profiles that are, the top 95 percentile probability to fill out a lead form, and also, with some weighting towards the keywords that are in here, because Facebook app and Instagram are always listening to our conversations with our friends, on the phone, whether we're on the app or not, and pulling those keywords we're saying onto our meta profile. This is how, we've been talking, about boudoir, and eventually boudoir ads show up, or, talking about something, eventually those ads show up on Facebook. Just literally talking with friends about it. So leads is always the incorrect objective, because guess what? Our ads are going to lead form filler outers. That's who we're optimizing for. That's the 6% slice. We told Meta, yes, give us the 6% slice. The problem is our ads are not going to lead form filler outers who answer our calls, texts, or emails and reply. Our ads are not going to lead form filler outers who book a call, show up to a call. Our ads are not going to lead form filler outers who buy, fill out a lead form and then buy. So yes, if we're optimizing for lead form filler outers, there's going to be a small dusting of people who, yes, will answer our phones, emails, and calls. Yes, will book a call, show up to the call, and yes, will buy. But it's going to be a tiny dusting. Nearly all of them are not going to are just going to be lead form filler outers. And if we want buyers, why not just optimize for buyers off rip? Lead form filler outers is essentially like a euphemism to say non-buyers. Meta, please show my ads to the non-buyers. I want the dollar leads. I want the $1.50 leads. I want the $2.50 leads. For non-buyers, I need to increase my email list, make it look bigger with people who will never ever buy. Please, I need these vanity metrics. Please do not make sure to never ever, or make sure to very rarely send me a buyer with my lead form objective I chose. So that's why it's always a mistake to choose lead form, and that's why we never ever choose it, or basically never choose it. Basically they've, well, lead objective, yeah, we actually never choose that. 0% chance we ever want to use the lead objective. So those are 10 mistakes. So now we're going to score this ad out of 10 compared to the rest of the Boudoir market. So we can kind of see what the average is out there. So we got looks like an ad, boom. Got a who, missing negative. So we're missing, wait, it looks like an ad. Or missing negative, got a positive, missing a hesitation, missing an authority, missing a story/narrative, missing a, well, that's a mistake to have the below creative headline and button, and half a mistake on the objective. So that is 6.5 out of 10 mistakes, and the average for the boudoir industry is 7.5 out of 10 mistakes, which means it's, it's common to have the ads kind of burn out and die over time, same ad spend, worse results over time. Now I consider any boudoir Facebook ad that has more than 2 out of 10 mistakes to be a breaking down boudoir Facebook ad. And that's because, its performance will be worse and worse over time. Now a car that is breaking down also has performance that is worse and worse over time. Now where do we take a car that is breaking down and performing worse and worse over time? That's right, we take it to a car mechanic. Likewise for our boudoir Facebook ads that are breaking down, performing worse and worse over time, where do we take them? Yes, we take them to a boudoir Facebook ad mechanic. So yeah, so if your ad is, dealing with these, having these mistakes on it, yes, I do have a boudoir Facebook ad mechanic offer to solve it today, where I've already shown, I can 2 to 4x the amount of women consuming the ad, and they're coming in actually more specific. So we're going to have better ads, higher chance of better ROAS, better sales, same ad spend, and our ad entering the, upward spiral of awesomeness, sustained ads, scale the ad, same ad spend, better results over time. So, I'll diagnose this ad right now super fast. So I squish down those 10 mistakes to 5 root cause problems, which number 1, does it look like an ad? Yes. All right, root cause problem number 1. Root cause problem number 2, need to see more headline with 4 out of 4 specific attributes. We got 2 out of 4 here. So root cause problem 2. Body copy, we need 3 out of 3 parts. We've got 1 out of 3 parts right here. So it's root cause problem number 3. Below creative headline and button, always a mistake to have those. Root cause problem number 4. And objective, well, I don't know what objective this ad's using, so I'll give half a root cause problem. So we got 4 out of 5 out of the 5 root cause problems that cause ads to, burn out, and die. And there's 2 options to solve these. So option 1 is I charge $50 per root cause problem solved on this one ad. And yes, you can take the fixes to all your other ads as well. And you can choose, get 1 root cause problem fixed or all 4.5. If it's all 4.5, obviously it'd be 4.5 times $50, so $225. Or option 2 is the much higher value option, which is Basically, we do, I fix all the mistakes across all your Boudoir Facebook ads you want me to. And yeah, we can duplicate them, so we keep the old ad running so we can actually see some comparison, and then kill the old ads once the new ones perform better. And create as many new ads as you want. So fix all the mistakes, create as many new ads as you want, all $100 a month total. Flat fee, cancel anytime. We'll collab as much or as little as you want. And really super optimize this ad spend. Get you to become the best Boudoir Facebook advertiser in your city and literally take clients from basically everyone. So yeah, if you want either of those options, and when you decide which one, hit me up. You got my phone number, you got my email, and whatever social platform we're on, you can DM me on here as well. And when you hit me up, I'll ask you what you got for me, and then we'll go from there. All right, that's everything. Adios.